Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you all are doing good. So in this video, we will solve a quite important problem, but it is easy. You can understand it and code it by yourself if you just get some basic, uh, minute things are there to approach the problem in the solution. So just understand those things, you will get the answer. So let us see what is the problem. It is merge case sorted linked lists. So we are given case sorted linked lists and we have to merge everything into one single linked list. So for example, if I tell there are linked lists, so linked list 1, if it is like 1, 2, 3, and linked list 2 is 4, 5, 6, linked list 3 is going to be 10, 12, 11, 12. So the final linked list, see all these three are sorted. All these three are sorted only. And the final linked list will be what? What is the final linked list going to be? Final linked list will be 1, 2, 3. Okay, so all these elements, then these elements, and then these elements. So then 4, 5, 6, so on. So if we observe carefully in this particular example, linked list 1, L1, and linked list 2, they can directly be attached with each other. See, because the greatest element of linked list 1 is 3 and the smallest element of linked list 2 is 4. So if we attach linked list 1 and 2 like this directly, then also we will get the sorted elements only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there is no problem here in this example. But what if linked list 1 was like this 1, 5, 6, and what if linked list 2 was 4, 7, 8? Can we directly attach linked list 1 and linked list 2? If we do that, it will be 1, 5, 6, 4, 7, 8. Is it sorted? See, 4 is coming after 6, so it is not sorted. So what did we learn from this? We learned that we always cannot directly attach linked lists. Like we are given these n linked lists, right? We can't directly just attach and keep going like that. It is not possible. So that is where we have to use a priority queue or heap, because now we need to know the order in which we have to traverse the linked list. What I want to say is, so I will erase all this and make another example, separate example I'll make. So let us take a separate example and understand. If linked list 1 is 1, 5, 6, linked list 2 is 4, 7, 8, and linked list 3 is equal to 3, 9, 10. You have to remember one thing, that linked list L1, L2, L3 are all sorted. So you can't say the input will be like this. The input will never be like this. The linked list will never be given because all the linked lists are sorted. Just keep that in mind. This property will help us solve the problem efficiently. So what we will do is, approach is use heap, use a priority queue, use min heap, use min heap. So take a priority queue, and what do we have to do? Store the first elements of all the linked lists in the priority queue. So store the first elements of all the linked lists. So our priority queue will look like what? It will be 1, 3, 4. See, the elements are 1, 4, 3, but when we insert in min heap, it will be 1, 3, 4, right? I hope you're able to get it. Very basic thing. So now you have inserted all the first elements of the n linked lists. Now take out the first element. So take the top element, pop it out. Top element is 1. After taking out the top element, what we have to do is, we have to check we have to check if this top element has a next element to it. So it should not happen that we have reached the last part of the linked list. So for example, if linked list 1 was only 1, there was nothing over here, then there will be nothing, so it is null. So we don't want to end up in null place. So we will check, does 1 have any next element? Yes, 1 has 5 over here. So what we will do, we will push back the next element of 1 into the queue. So we will push back, we will push 5, not push back, we will push 5 into this queue. But when we push 5, how will the order change? See, the order was 1 3 4, 1 is popped out, so order is 3 4. Now I'm pushing 5, how will order change? It will become 3 4 5. So you can see here, right? Now we are getting the minimum element at each and every time at the top. Each and every time we're getting top element as minimum. Like this, we have to keep forming a linked list. So we formed 1. Now we will form 3. So after we form 3, we will check, see, link, this is 3 here. This is 3 here. We don't have to bother about which linked list it belongs to. We just have the node values. We have the node values and they are attached. All these are attached. See, 9 is attached to 3, 10 is attached to 9. So all of them are attached, right? In this will be handled in the memory only, right? So see, now we have 3. Does 3 have a next element? Yes. What is it? 9. So pop out 3. First of all, attach it to the answer linked list. So we have to make an answer linked list. Pop out 3 and push 9. When you push 9, what will happen? The order will change. It will become 4 5 9. So you can see here, now we will attach 4. So like this, if we keep doing, we will sort everything. We will get everything in sorted order. So the key here was store all the first elements of the linked list inside a priority queue, which is in the min heap form. Then take out the top element. After you take out top element, check if it has a next element. Check if top next will exist, because you don't want to end up in null position. There can be a possibility that linked list, any linked list can contain one node only. That time this won't work, right? So check if there is top, if there is a next element to the top. If there is, push it to the queue. And don't forget to remove the top element and form the answer linked list. This is very important. See, I don't think I have to tell you how to form answer linked list. You have already learned this in linked list when I was discussing in the playlist. You just have to create a dummy node. After you create a dummy node, make it point to some node called last. Keep updating this last and finally return dummy next. So I think you will know how to do this. So what essentially will happen here in this example is, if I just erase all this, what exactly will happen is, initially there will be a dummy node. This dummy node will have a value 0. Now priority queue will be like this: 1 4 3. 1 will be removed and 0 will be attached. So 1 will be attached to 0, then 3, then 4. So we have to return dummy next, because dummy is pointing on 0, but we don't want 0. 0 is just dummy. So dummy next we have to return. So dummy next is this, and this portion will be returned. So let me show you the code now. It is actually a simple problem. You just have to know how to make use of priority queue. You can actually do this with merge sort also, I think. You can try that solution. I have used priority queue min heap here. So I have declared a priority queue and I need to declare it in the form of min heap. So I have made a custom function, compare function. Now this compare function, if it was with normal variables or normal STL containers, you don't need a struct compare, you don't need a class compare. But because we are comparing values of a structure, you need to do this. So this part is operator overloading. I will maybe make a playlist on oops. That time you will understand operator overloading. So this is how you compare two structure node values. Okay, so this is quite important. This is important method. You can use class instead of struct also. Instead of struct, you can use class. Okay. So what have I done here? I have just made it into a min heap. I have just made it into a min heap here. Fine. Then I am pushing the first elements. I am just pushing the First, the head element. See, array of I will be the head element of each and every linked list. Head element of each and every linked list in the min heap, and I created a dummy node. Initially some zero value is there, and I created a last node which will help us form the linked list. So what am I doing? Until the queue is empty, I am taking the top element, I'm storing it in a node called current. Then I'm removing the top element. Then I'm connecting the current element with our answer linked list. So how am I doing that? Last next is equal to current, last is equal to current. So this we have already seen in the linked list part. How do we connect and form linked list? And most important is this step. If our current node has a next node, then we will push the next node into the priority queue, and it will automatically get adjusted because it is a min heap. Then we return dummy next. I told this a little fast because already majority of the things have been discussed in the playlist before. The only thing which was new, I think, was to use priority queue with a linked list. There is nothing great over here. It is a simple problem actually. The only thing is you have to notice this one. This statement is important. And the reason why this statement is working, I have already explained with the if you just rewind the video, I have explained over there. So that's all for this video, and I hope you liked the explanation. Just take some time out, take some just dry run with some test case examples, you will understand. Take care, stay safe, keep learning, keep growing, share, subscribe, it will really motivate me. Thank you, bye.